Good afternoon, welcome to the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler and this is Tuesday Craft and Chat. If you're here, could you say hello? Let me know what you're up to, where you're from, and is the sun shining? The sun is shining in Fareham today. It's pretty warm. For the second day, I know it's only Tuesday, but for the second day this week, I've had my lunch in the garden. Very exciting. Hello, Pam and Michelle and Anne and Lisa. Right, let me just move back a bit. So, right. Good morning, Stella. Texas is in the house and Chris is here and my mum's here. Hello, Jen. Good to see you as well. Fabulous, fabulous. Lisa says she's just finished work. Hooray. Oh, the weather's glorious. Marvellous. Yeah, balmy. Balmy it was. And you had a cardigan on in the garden. And even better, I've put the washing out. I know it's March, but this is the first time this year the washing has gone out on the whirligig. Brian and I, as we were pegging it out, I was thinking, well, when was the last time we actually put washing out on the line? It's a long time ago. Long time ago. Let's have a look. So who else is here? It's warm near Whitby, says Rosie. Claire's saying it's sunny too. Julie, sunny in Newbury. Maureen's here. Chris is here. Deborah's here. Marlene's here. Karen's here. Laura's here. Janet's here. Janet, I've just got your email. I hope you got an email from me that kind of crossed over. Hopefully. Even Yorkshire's sunny, Anne. Wow, that is amazing. Judith's here. Yeah, it's warm in Wales. Oh, Laura got washing out yesterday as well as today. Good morning, Margaret. Marlene's saying it's tropical. Tropical in Nottingham. Marvellous. Oh dear, my t-shirt's all a bit wobbly. If you're wondering what it says, I don't know whether is it backwards? It says, live a happy life. That's what it says. Oh no, Deborah. So she says, March will be going out like a lion in Calgary. It seems like she's getting snow. Oh, that's not good, is it? That is not good. Hi, Jan. Hello, Susan. So how are we all today? Yeah, brilliant. So I was just talking about Janet and an email. So if you are doing the craft along, an email has gone out today to remind you it's tonight and we're doing men's cards and I'm very excited. We're using the well suited papers and dies and things, so that's very cool. So I will see everybody in the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner group at 7 p.m. Now, if you're not a member of the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner group, it's a group on Facebook. All you need to do is just find it and request to join. There are a couple of questions to answer. Do that and I will let you in the group. Basically, that's to protect us from spam bots and princes who want to give us £1 million and that kind of thing. you know the kind of spam stuff. So yeah, So that's why it's kind of a slightly protected group. Anyone is welcome to watch the craft along. I sell kits, and also you can earn the kit for free if you place an order in my online store and use the host code. So all of the details about that are in the group, but they are also on my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com. If you just search for craft along, you'll be able to find it there. So yeah, so currently, well, tomorrow, is it the 30th today? Yeah, tomorrow is the last day to get your order in or book or buy a kit for April. And as a sneak peek for April, what are we using? Patterns, playing with patterns. It's a product suite from the annual catalogue, and I am hoping that my pre-order will arrive, so there'll be some sneak peeks in the kit, but that is going to depend very much on shipping. So I'm not promising anything currently. Because I can pre-order on Thursday some new things, but of course then this weekend is the bank holiday weekend, so nothing's going to move till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, probably, maybe Friday, and then obviously it's got to get to me. So we'll see. It's one of the reasons that I moved Craft Along to the end of the month. So I've got more opportunity to get stuff in time to be able to send it out to you. So I am a little bit excited about that. So that is good. So let's have a look at comments, because I've got so many things to talk to you about. Hello Anita. Julie's asking the time difference from the States to the UK. It depends which coast, Julie. Some are like 5 hours behind. That's on the East Coast. All the way over to 7 or 8 hours behind, I think. My lovely American friends that are here will probably be able to tell you better, but that's kind of the difference. Lots of people looking forward to tonight. Oh, Judith's got exciting news. Her son Jake and his partner Sam are expecting their first baby in September. Babies, that's amazing. So Stella's saying it's 8 AM in Texas, Julie. So does that give you an idea of the time difference? So that's 6 hours. 6 hours behind. And it's 9 AM wherever you... Oh, so Julie, you're Oz. Are you Oz? Oh, my mind's blown now as to where everyone is. Yeah, I mean, a whole day different. It is, because when we have catalogue launches and things, the Australian demos get it almost a day before the Americans. Or, yeah, day later. Yeah, I'm confused too, Julie. I'm confused. Right, okay. I tell you what, there is a website. I think it's called World Clock, but you can Google it anyway. And basically, you can just put in where you want to know the time zone and put your own time zone in, and it will tell you. So when I have chats with my friends that are in Australia and in America, we put it in so we can work out, you know, at what time is a sensible time for all three of us. And there's only like a few hours in the day where we can all kind of talk together. Right, so it's 9 PM in Perth, says Jenny. Blimey, okay. So first things first. Do you like my haircut? Brian's cut my hair. Hooray! It's driving me mad. So, if you've got short hair, you will know this. But for me, it only has to get like half an inch too long and it drives me insane. And I get to the point where I think I can make ponytails and it's like 2 inches long. I can't bear it. So I cut my hair on Sunday. It's going to be probably about another 6 weeks before my hairdresser can actually fit me in. So mid-May I think I'm booked in. So it had to be done. I couldn't wait another 6 weeks. So that's pretty cool. And in other news, I'm taking a week off. I know. What are you going to do without me? I'll miss you. No, I'm not going anywhere, obviously. It's like, where are you going on holiday, Amanda? My garden and the spare room, because Operation Spare Room is a go. We've already sorted out the paint. I've got a theme in mind. I'm very excited. Been placing some orders. It's very exciting. So if it's dry and sunny, we'll be outside. If it's rainy and cold, we'll be inside. So I am officially on holiday from Thursday evening all the way through the bank holiday and next week. But what, I hear you cry, is going to happen at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. I'll be here, of course. Of course I'll be here. So that was the deal. I would take the whole week off so long as I was allowed to be here at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Oh, it's a good job my husband loves me. I have to say though, there is a caveat with that. In the future, at some point, when I actually do go away on holiday, at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, there will always be something for you to watch here, but it might be recorded. So, you know, I'm just saying, but next week I'll still be here. So let's have a look. Oh, Debbie was wondering whether our Stampin' Up supplies were delayed because of the freighter blocking the Suez Canal. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it might be, actually. But we probably won't know for a few weeks because of stuff arriving. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not it is delayed. Honestly, I don't know yet. That's a bit scary. Oh, Anne says, best present ever. She's got a haircut booked on her birthday in April. Anne saying I deserve it. Oh, yeah, you're all saying that I deserve my holiday. Oh no, Laura. Her fringe is down to her chin. See, I know we have hairdressers chatting at the moment, and I know that they will all probably say don't do it, but I would be attacking my fringe. To be fair, I cut my fringe anyway. Even when I get to see a hairdresser, because this bit tends to be quite long, and I like it quite long, but then it gets to the point where it gets in my eyes and catches on my glasses, so I trim it. Probably shouldn't say that, but I do. Yeah, Margaret saying not so much a holiday as a change. Exactly. But that was the deal, because Brian said, right, so we're taking this whole week off. Are you not going to work? And I'm going, yes, but what about Tuesday? I can't miss Tuesday. So Oh no. Karen says she spent last week tidying her craft room and now can't find a spare trimmer blade. Oh no. If you get stuck, Karen, I have some. I appreciate it means you coming and collecting it. But I certainly have a spare trimmer blade, maybe a couple. Judith saying lots of her customers cut their own fringes and they do a good job. Yeah, but they won't be doing such a good job as you, Judith. Will they? No. I know that you would be doing a better job. Oh dear. Right, so I have a few things to tell you. The retiring list is going very well. Thank you very much to everybody who has been placing orders with me. The retiring in colours are fairly sparse now, so do kind of be aware that they're going. Also, some of the stamp sets and dies and things that are most heavily discounted, as you would expect, are going as well. So there are still bargains to be had, and of course there are still there is of course all of this still to purchase from. So don't worry if you need to get your order in. Do be aware that if you're placing orders sort of over the next week, things will slow down. So Germany has a full 4-day weekend. Obviously we do here in the UK as well, but that means, so first I've got hiccups, then I'm coughing, now I've got hiccups again. Breathe. So that means that the warehouse isn't open and UPS isn't working either. So nothing is kind of going to be picked and collected and stuff Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then obviously you've got the backlog of 4 days worth, 5 days probably, of orders going in. So just be awesome as you are about being patient, because you know we're used to it currently, aren't we? Really. we're used to it. Speaking of being used to things, this is not a good being used to things, but I'm just checking that you are all checking your bank accounts and your credit cards and so on. Last week I had somebody who let me know that their card had some random charges on it. It seems that the random Amazon stuff as well is going around again. So there are lots of different things going. So please continue to be vigilant and check your accounts. I also heard from a couple of customers this week as well about some scams involving WhatsApp and messages coming out. So we have this quite often with messages or emails or texts, that kind of thing, and they sound very genuine, they look very genuine, but they actually aren't. So just be careful with what you're doing. Criminals are blooming clever. That's, you know, I'm not a fan, clearly, but they are very clever, and you know, sometimes the kids will send me emails and things that they've picked up that, you know, they are spam or they're called phishing emails, where basically what they want you to do is click a link and then they ask you for details and so on. And just be aware that things aren't always as they seem. So there we go. So there we go. Yeah. So Jan's saying thank you for the reminder. And Laura is resisting the urge to cut her fringe. She's got it pinned up and out the way. Oh no, Lisa. So Lisa's saying that her credit card had fraudulent activity on it, so it got stopped last week. Her daughter's bank card as well. And then her new card the following week. Blows my mind. How do they do it? It's not good. It is not good. Right, I have some fabulous cards to show you. And then I've got some products to show you and a quick card to make. And I think you'll like this because it is another type of card to use up some of your patterned paper. So there you go. So this one arrived literally as I was coming up the stairs. And it is from the lovely Judith, who is chatting away here. And do we recognise this fold? Look, that is so cool. That's the lovely berry burst things. Very lovely card, Judith, thank you. This lovely card, this came from the lovely Liz, who's the demonstrator manager of Stampin' Up for the UK, which is really lovely. I love this two-tone shading here. Now this card really made me smile, okay? So this card looks like it's stamped, doesn't it? And this is actually from the lovely Elaine, and Elaine's actually one of my amazing team. But she sent me some flowers. Lovely, lovely, lovely thought. And this is actually from a company called Bunches, bunches.co.uk. I'd never heard of them, but the flowers are beautiful, beautifully wrapped and protected. But I just love this. Can you see? It's kind of, it kind of looks like it's been stamped and the ink hasn't quite taken. It's really, really cool. Really lovely. And then it's got a message inside that's been typed that she wrote, which is just really nice. So it's not actually a hand stamped card, but it looks like it is. Then who was this? This is from Margaret. I think Margaret's here as well. Oh, Margaret, I've squashed that corner. Look at this. Love this. Really pretty. It's a big card as well. So. Really pretty, thank you. And then this card is from Lynn. And look, so this card opens this way, and let me show you like that, this way. And I'm doing more cards like this because they stand better. But look, it's got spinning chicken on it. Can you just mention that I've been messing around with this chicken for hours? Thank you, Lynn. Made me very smiley. Oh dear. Right, so let's have a look. Oh no, Anne said she's just had a text message supposedly from the bank. It was really realistic. Beware, it's easy to fall for the scam. Karen said she had a fake text supposedly from the doctor. So yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. Okay, so I am going to move the stuff about, and we can turn the camera around. Let's turn this. So yeah. So right, I'm going to cover you over, spin you round. Let's see if we're nice and straight. See if you can see everything. See all my rubbish all over the desk. Yeah, kind of. Okay, so I have got in front of me the January to June mini catalogue. This is page 8 and 9. And this is the Flowering Cactus product medley. And I had the most fabulous evening with my direct team last Thursday. And one of the things that I try and do is give them a treat. And we had a lovely evening on Zoom, and we made 4 cards and a card holder with a kit that I sent to them. And we also had a talk on aromatherapy and reflexology as well by a lovely lady called Claire. And it's just so lovely for us all to hang out. But the products that I sent to them were products from this product medley. And I'm actually going to show you one of the cards today that we made. But I wanted to show you this product medley because it is awesome. So I'm just going to fold that round so that you can actually see this bit. So those of you that did the December craft along will remember we had Boho Indigo. And that was a product medley as well. And basically what product medleys are papers and embellishments and stamps and dies all coordinating, and they all come in one pack. And then you have refill kits. So this part here is the whole product medley. So this is the stamp set. So you've got these lovely cactuses here and some flowers to go on the cactus. And then some lovely sentiments. Life can get kind of prickly. Love that. And then there are dies that match it as well. So if you buy the whole product suite, you get these stamps, and then you get these dies. So these dies cut out the lots of the images, and then this die, just I want to show you, this is so cool. It's got little bumps, and can you see the little spikes, the little spines on the cactus? Well, it actually cuts around them. So when you actually cut it out and you've stamped it, it cuts around them, which is really cool. And then there are these two, which cut out, I'll show you in a second, that cuts out a cactus and that puts a pattern on. And then you've got this one, which I can't actually show you, but it's like 3 little, I don't know, starbursts, I guess. So let me just show you. Ooh. So this is the cactus. And it's got all of these little cut marks in it. It's just got so much texture. It's really cool. And then you've got this. So this is this die here. And it puts these little cuts in, which is really pretty. So that's like a pattern that you can put on a card, or you can cut that. Put that in. Okay. So that's the stamps and the dies. You've then got these, and you get 4 sheets of each. So you get 4 sheets of Highland Heather and 4 sheets of Calypso Coral, and these are little sort of flower, or mainly flower embellishments, and they've got stitching on them, all sorts of different things. Hi Liz, I've just shown your card, telling everybody how pretty it is. So we've got these embellishments. You also get twine. And you get 2 types of twine. So you get Calypso Coral and Natural, they're calling it. So you get twine. And then you get these papers. Now the papers are stunning. And I'm just going to see if I've got a full set of papers here. So we'll just show you. So that's one pattern. That's another one. Now this one is like my favourite, because again, can you see, it's these dies will cut out this paper, and that will cut out this one, and the others will cut out the flowers. So if you don't like fussy cutting, that is awesome. So that's that one. You've got that pattern, that on the back. This one's really cool. I think I'm going to use this one in a minute, actually. With the lovely flowers on the back. Ooh. That's more cactuses. And more flowers. So Mum's asking, am I wearing my watch in my right hand? I am. I know, that's very confusing. Yeah, I don't know. My left shoulder was being annoying. I don't know. I wasn't sure whether it was that I was getting pressure on my left hand. So yeah, so I've swapped my watch over. So yeah, let's have a look. Oh, Joan's asking, can I tell her what a product gift is, as she's new to the group? Okay, so Joan, are you talking about, what I think you're talking about is when you place an order with me, I send out an email and offer either a product gift or to join my craft along? I think that's what you're asking. So a product gift I send out each month, and it's often things like embellishments or an embossing folder. It can be ribbon, it might be a paper pack, that type of thing, and I send those out along with a thank you card. Or, so you get one or the other, or you can choose, if your order is over £40 or €45, you can have a craft along kit, and that's a kit of products that we use to make projects, 3 cards and a 3D item at the craft along class, which I run in Facebook at the end of the month, and I send you out the kit in the post. Now there is always way more stuff in the kit than you actually need for the class, and it's my favourite kind of reward. I can send you a link to information. There is more information on my website, but if you've got any more questions, then just pop them in and let me know. So there you go. Right, so going back to this. So this is the flowering, so that's the medley. So that's £65. So you get a stamp set, dies, 8 sheets of felt, 2 reels of twine, and then 48 sheets of paper. And obviously they're all 6 by 6. So that's that one. But you can also get a refill kit. And the refill kit gives you the linen thread, all of the felt, and all of the papers. So you might decide that you don't need the stamps and the dies, but you love the papers and the felt bits. And if that's the case, then buy the refill kit, which is £30. So there you go. So I am going to use the paper, and I have, of course, now I've lost the card that I was going to make. So what did I say I was going to use? I said I was going to use that one, I think. Let's see, how are we doing for time? Yeah, we'll use that one. So I need a card blank. Got to find some cardstock. It's been one of those mornings. Right, so let's see. Ooh. There we go. That's the way round we're going to do this. So let's cut a card blank. So if you've never seen me make card blanks before, this is how I always make them. I cut my cardstock to 5 3/4 inches by 8. And then I score it at 4. And can somebody remind me before I finish today to clean my trimmer before tonight? Because it's got glue on it and it's sticky. It's not clever. Okay. And then I want a layer which is 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. And then I need that bit as well. Okay, so that layer is 1/4 inch smaller than that one. Okay. So I'm going to show you the card that we are going to make because I need to explain a couple of things. So can you see we've got these lovely sections. It's like a scrappy card, but we're cutting it on different angles. Now, I have cut this in a specific way. It kind of looks random, but it isn't. Okay? So, it's got one cut in the top and the bottom section, and two cuts on the left to right section. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because I'm going to get my pen. Okay, so this layer is 5.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So the next size down would be 5.25 inches by 3.5 inches. But I've got a gap here, and that gap is about 1/8 of an inch. So if I bring my ruler in, so here you go. So, oh, that's helpful. So yeah, it's 1/8 of an inch. Okay. So I'm just going to write that down there. That's 1/8 of an inch, and those two are 2 lots of 1/8 of an inch. So that's 1/4 of an inch. I'm making this very complicated, but it'll make sense in a minute. So when I cut this piece, I've got to make sure that the paper is smaller than that, because I'm going to separate those two pieces apart. So I've got to take 1/8 of an inch off that. So that is 5 1/8. Oh no, wrong way. That's that one. So that's 3 and, oh no, I can't do the maths. So 1/2 inch is 4/8. So that's 3 3/8. And then that's this one, so that is 5 inches. That was easy maths. This is more difficult maths. Does that actually make sense? Because you've got to leave a bit of wriggle room. You're going to have to give me some thumbs up or something, because I think I've just confused myself, let alone you. So, oh dear. So good job. We have fun here on a Tuesday afternoon. Right, so with my amazing maths, this needs to be 3 3/8. So that's 1 2 3/8 by 5. I'm getting lots of hearts and lots of thumbs up, and yes, it does. Thank you, everybody. So if you put that layer on there, it's going to look wrong. I think that's what I am trying to do this. Deborah says she loves it when I explain. Is that because it's always funny, Deborah? Always funny because Amanda's explaining. Right, so here we go. So this is the fun bit now. So we definitely need to make sure that we've got one cut coming off the top. Yeah. So just stick your bit of paper in and just slice it. But put it down so you know where it's supposed to go. I then turn it and kind of go this way. And then that way. So now I've got this piece. So I'm making these gaps really big. That's not how big they're going to be on the card, but I want you to be able to see. So there's just one gap at the top. And currently I've got one gap either side. So when that piece is in, that's got its two gaps. So I don't want to cut anything off this side, but I need another cut here so that I've got two bits that side. Okay. But then for this piece to be correct, we've got to make a gap in here somewhere. So I am going to stick that in and pop it down. Okay. So this isn't exactly the same as this, but you just need to double check. So you've got one gap top and bottom and two gaps left and right. That means it will fit perfectly with an even gap all the way around. Okay? So whilst I've got that, I am just going to get my stamp, although I'm not entirely sure I've got a block here, so that'll be fun. Let's have a look. Ooh. Yes, I have. Some white card. So let's just stamp that. Oh, that's a bit rubbish. This ink pad clearly needs re-inking. Let's try that again. Well, it will have to do. I'll re-ink that when I get back downstairs. So all I'm doing with this is just trimming it off, and then we are going to stick it down when we cut it a bit straighter. Stick it down onto this piece of mint macaron, and this is this stamp set is called a Grand Kid. No, that doesn't want to go on that colour. Let's try that. And then I'm just trimming it again. So often we use punches or dies, that kind of stuff. But never forget that you can do this. And you can just stick it down and pin it down. And I will redo that. It's not entirely my best work. It's got a smudge and the ink pad needs re-inking. But for the purposes of this afternoon, it will be fine. Right, so I am just going to stick this down now. And I'm going to leave an even border all the way around. And if you've left them like this, there is no chance that you're going to mess up where everything's going to go. Okay, so let's just move that over a bit. Honestly, when one thing goes wrong, it all goes wrong, doesn't it? Right, there we go. Judith's saying she loves this idea. Yeah, it's a great way of playing with your patterned papers. That's got. There we go. And you're sort of doing a mosaic, but one that you've designed. And then that one's just going to fit in there. Like so. I'm going to use the twine and wrap that around. And I'm going to tie a bow, so I'm doing what I always do with a bow. I tie it upside down, and then it just means that the tails go the right way. And there must be some science involved. I don't know what it is, but it works. And if, like me, your string is a little loose, what you can do, put a little bit of tape on the back, try and get your tape liner off, and just pull it tight, and then it looks beautiful on the other side, and nobody knows that you didn't quite tie it tightly enough. There we go. Okay, so then we are going to put the Tombow over the back. Pop that down. Get our little happy birthday. And actually, since I've got a couple of minutes, I'm going to redo it because that's really annoying me. So let's try that again. Can't have that, can we? Not really. Can't do anything about the ink pad being a bit needing re-inking, but we can get rid of the smudge. Yeah, look, so much better. Although got some fluff on that stamp. Let's try that again. Let me just show you. See if you can see. Can you see that? See on that H? It's a bit. It's got a bit of a bump on it. Let's try it again. Third time lucky and all that. Yeah, it's kind of in between the two of them. We'll go with that. So these are one of my pairs of ribbon scissors. We don't sell them anymore. They are Stamping Up ones. But for the purposes of this kind of cutting your sentiments, find yourself a pair of long bladed scissors, because you'll get a straighter line as you're cutting, because you can cut like the whole length of the blade instead of using a small pair of scissors, and you'll get small chunks. Right, let's stick this one down. Ooh. There we go. And then I'll get some dimensionals. And we can finish the card. So thank you for your patience while I redid that sentiment twice. I'm going to move all of my rubbish out of the way. Bring in that card as well to show you. Ta-da! There you go. Jude said this is great for men and boys. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, this is going to work with all sorts of different papers, and papers that perhaps are too busy in and of themselves, or not busy enough and you want to kind of break them up and chop them about. So for those measurements, so Amanda's amazing measurements, look, for those measurements, just work out how many cuts you're going to make. So like I said, with mine, I've got 1 cut top and bottom and 2 each side, which is why it's 1/8 and a 1/4. So that's what your measurement is. So it is 5 inches by 3 3/8 of an inch. If you're working in centimeters, obviously, just work out what your gap is, and then just take it off, because obviously what you're doing is you're spreading that image across. There we go. So lots of loving the techniques. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I'm just going to have a slurp of my coffee, see if anybody's got any other comments that they want to add. I am always looking for requests and suggestions about things that you would like to see. I had a request from the lovely Claire this week regarding a stamp set, and I actually don't have it, so I couldn't help with that. But quite often, I have quite a lot of stamps, so quite often I can help in that way. But equally, if you've seen a technique or a card or something that you'd like to know how to make, then do send me pictures or links or that sort of thing, and I will see what I can do. Obviously, so long as I've got the products to be able to do that. Okay, so let's have a look. So Joan, did I answer your question that you had earlier? Gillian saying she is sorry she's late. She had a lovely picnic at Carrickfergus Castle for hubby's lockdown birthday. What a lovely treat. And Deborah's saying it's great when I explain because it means she can recreate it easily. Good. Good, good, good. Vertical messages. Chris, is that a stamp set or is that putting vertical messages? Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's a stamp set or putting messages vertically that you mean, Chris. And saying enjoy my week off. Indeed, but I will be... Oh, right. And so Chris is asking for ideas about how to do vertical messages without a stamp set. Okay. I think that's going to be one for pondering. I shall put it on my list, Chris, and see what I can do. I'm so pleased that you have enjoyed today's cards and techniques. So I will see lots of you this evening at 7 o'clock. Remember, it's not here. It's in the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner Facebook group. So make sure you are there at 7 o'clock with your kit and your glue and all the things that you need. And we will get started then. All right, so take care. I will see you next Tuesday. Until then, goodbye.